Near the end of the Clone Wars, Clone Trooper Kix began to question the events at Ringo Vinda, where his fellow clone brother Tup had his inhibitor chip activated early, killing Jedi General Tiplar. After Count Dooku discovered that Kix was on the verge of figuring out the biochip conspiracy for Order 66, he kidnapped him and placed him aboard a separatist ship in hopes of sending him directly to Darth Sidious for interrogation. Command of the ship was ultimately left in the hands of one B1 battle droid, who ultimately causes the ship to crash land on a desert planet and remain stranded for 50 years. So who was this B1 battle droid, and why did his actions result in Kix being frozen all the way to the time of the New Republic? I'm going to break down exactly why this battle droid is responsible for Kix's 50-year disappearance and later discovery by pirates. Before we get into it, remember to smash the big red subscribe button down below for more awesome Star Wars lore content. B1-CC14 was a battle droid created by the Confederacy of Independent Systems on Geonosis, just like all of the other B1 units. After Count Dooku ordered the kidnapping of Clone Trooper Kix because of his discovery of the inhibitor chips inside of the head of every clone, he decided to send Kix directly to his homeworld of Sereno for further questioning with Darth Sidious. To do this, Kix was frozen and placed inside of a cryostasis pod and then loaded onto the separatist cruiser known as the Obrexta 3. The B1 battle droid, B1-CC14, was placed on board the ship to guard the frozen clone trooper as it traveled to Sereno to ensure that he was kept alive during the journey. As the Obrexta 3 was on its way to Sereno, it was viciously attacked by Republic forces, not knowing that Clone Trooper Kix was on board, leaving the separatist ship badly damaged on all sides. Realizing that the ship was in absolutely no shape to make it all the way to Sereno, B1-CC14 disobeyed his orders from Count Dooku and activated the ship's emergency distress beacon. He then rushed to the ship's bridge, activating its hyperdrive and jumping a very short distance. After the swift hyperspace jump was completed, the ship arrived at the dusty atmosphere of a desert planet known as Ponamar Terminal. After entering the hazy fog of the Ponamar skies, the separatist ship began to fall towards the ground, burning as it went down. The actions of this one B1 battle droid causes the ship to crash into the surface of the planet, leaving Kix frozen for 50 years and all of the droids on board in a low power mode for the same amount of time. Let me know in the comments down below if you think the droid did the right thing here. If the droid had decided not to jump to hyperspace, maybe the separatists would have recovered the ship, but maybe it would still be floating in space for 2,000 years later, so it's a tough call. It could also have been captured by the Republic, which would have revealed Order 66 to the Jedi prematurely. Following this, the wreckage of the ship and the frozen Kix were left stranded on the surface of Ponamar for a whole 50 years until an ion storm on the planet struck the vessel. When this storm hit, power was restored to some of its systems, including the droids on board and the emergency broadcast system. An emergency broadcast that the B1 battle droid had sent 50 years ago during the attack on the ship was finally beamed out to the surrounding area, alerting everyone on the desert planet. This attracted a large amount of pirates and mercenaries on the planet to the wreckage, believing the Obrexta 3 ship was the legendary lost treasure of Count Dooku, a hugely popular myth among pirates of the time. After a pirate known as the Crimson Corsair and his crew managed to sneak past the security measures of the vessel and get on board, B1-CC14 briefly powered back up and activated a failsafe that would mobilize every B2 super battle droid on the ship. The B2 battle droids began to attack the Crimson Corsair, but his crew were able to quickly deal with the threat and the B2 battle droids were deactivated soon after. Eventually, the Crimson Corsair and his crew were able to save Kix from his frozen state, and he was able to join their pirate crew after they told him how much of galactic history he had missed, being frozen for a whole 50 years. So if you want to know the full story of what happened to Kix after the Clone Wars and Order 66, make sure you click on the card on screen now, or check the pinned comment down below for a link to that video. B1-CC14 was sadly destroyed in the explosion of the crashed separatist ship, putting an end to the journey of the battle droid who saved the life of Clone Trooper Kix. So that is how one battle droid saved Kix's life and left him frozen on a desert planet for 50 years. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to subscribe for more awesome Star Wars lore content. Cheers guys, hope to see you in the next one.